Hi there. Welcome to Magical Matchmaking Services. How can I help you today? Okay, great. So you'd like to sign up for our service. That's terrific. Okay. Well, I'm just going to ask you a handful of questions to start building your profile. And then we'll see if there might be any matches that are already in our database that you might find interesting. Okay? Now, have you ever been to a matchmaker before? No? Okay. Well, it's quite exciting, isn't it? So what happens is after we build your profile, we already have about 1,000 bachelors who are in our system. So we'll go through there and we'll kind of whittle down the choices based upon the answers that you provide for me. And we'll see which ones, we'll usually end up with about 4 or 5 choices for you to choose from. And then you can select 1 or 2 that you'd like to possibly go on a date with and see if how things go. Okay? Yeah, no, we don't charge you anything until we've successfully matched you, so you won't need to worry about payment of any kind today. Yeah. We find that it works easier that way. Okay, well, as I said, I'm just going to ask you a few basic questions, all right? Great. All right, so the first one would be, what is your name, your full name? Okay. SNOW. Okay. And your last name? Like the color? Okay. Great. All right, and what is your address? Okay. Oh, is that nice little cottage right on the edge of the Enchanted Forest? Kind of on the east side? I know exactly where that is. That's a lovely place. How long have you lived there? Oh, just a few months? Okay. Yeah, I actually had a friend who lived there about 5 years ago, and she absolutely loved it. Okay. Now, some of the questions I'm going to be asking you are going to be kind of personal, but it's just to build up your profile, just so that I can make sure we get you the right match, okay? Okay, great. Have you ever been married? You have, okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So just things didn't work out. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we can find you Mr. Right. Okay. Now, another question I have for you is if you could kind of put your finger on it, I guess you could say, if you could tell me exactly what you think the issues were in the relationship that led to it ending abruptly. All right. Well, we just want to know what didn't work so that hopefully if it was an issue on their end, we can try to find someone who doesn't have those same qualities, if you know what I mean. Okay, so you felt he was a bit self-centered, a bit vain. Okay. So he wasn't so charming after all then, I guess. Okay. Well, it's good to see that you're not bitter about it. You're kind of more lighthearted about the breakup, so it's good to see that. Okay, and what are some things that you enjoy doing? So are there any activities or hobbies that you like? Okay. So you like kind of nature and wildlife. Okay. You like sewing, all right. And singing. Okay, that's great. Now, what is your idea of a perfect date? Would it be, going to see a nice movie, or... Okay. So then maybe a nice picnic, okay, and then kind of maybe some apple picking. Well, that sounds lovely. All right. Just getting all this down in the system. I want to take as many notes as possible. There's nothing worse than having a vague profile, because then the matches just aren't as accurate. Trust me, things can go horribly awry very quickly in those instances. Okay. And what's your idea of a perfect man, a perfect partner? Okay. So great personality, shorter in stature, okay. Someone that does something kind of more rugged for a living, like mining. Oh, okay. Sounds like you're very particular about what you're looking for, so that's always a plus. Kind of narrows down the choices, right? Wonderful. So these questions I'm going to be asking you now, they're kind of more whimsical, kind of playful questions. And these are just to kind of gauge your personality so that we can try to match you with someone who has a similar personality. Does that make sense? Okay, great. So I'll be asking you just some kind of simple questions. They may not make sense now, but I'll be inputting the answers into the computer, and it will help me to make that pairing for you. Okay. So what is your favorite food? Apple pie. Okay. Oh, that is good when it's nice and warm with some ice cream on top. That is delicious. Okay. What is your favorite color? All right. What's your favorite word? Okay. Yeah, that is a very lovely word, isn't it? I like that. It always puts a smile on your face. Okay. What's your favorite type of candy? Okay. What is your favorite breed of unicorn? Wonderful. And do you have any magical abilities that we should know about and that we should notate in the system? All right. That's quite unusual. Very interesting. Okay, brilliant. So I think we have everything. So let me just make a few more notations. And we're going to pull up the results that we get from the information that I put into the computer. It'll take just a moment. It's lovely weather we're having outside, isn't it? Yeah. Well, usually it's a little chillier in our office here just because we're kind of in the shadow of the palace, so it gets a little chillier than the rest of the kingdom, but it's been pretty good today. Yeah, nice warm wind blowing, I guess, has helped it a bit. Okay. Yeah, there's actually when we're done here, if you wanted to take a walk over there, it is a little lovely cafe that they have right there on the corner, and it's right next to the butterfly sanctuary. Yeah. Well, and then of course there's, right next to it, there's the Blue Fairy Consulting Services, and that's wonderful too. If you ever happen to stop in there, it's really an experience. You should try it. She's very knowledgeable. Okay, so it looks like we have a couple of matches for you. Let me see here. We have Mr. Valiant. It looks like he's shorter in stature as you requested, and he's a woodsman though, so I don't know if that's something you might be interested in. It looks like you do share quite a few similar preferences. Let me see here. He does live a little bit further away though. It looks like he lives the next kingdom over, so in far, far away, so that might be a little bit of an issue. You probably have to have a long distance relationship at that point. No, okay, let's see here. Let's see the second choice that they have in the system for you. It looks like this next option is, well, this is promising. He's a diamond miner. And he lives right near you, actually. He lives, looks like about maybe a 5-minute walk from your house. I know exactly where this is, where this address is. So that's a good thing. Let me see what else it says about here. He's a bit older. Well, elves usually live to be quite old, so it looks like he's yeah, quite a bit older. But how old? Well, we don't normally ask the birth dates, but I think it looks like he volunteered his, so it looks like he just celebrated his 126th birthday. So, but like I said, elves do live to be quite old, so that's relatively young for an elf, actually. And it looks like his name is Mr. Copernicus. It looks like he's new to these parts. I've never heard of him, but his picture looks quite handsome. Would you like to see? Here. He looks, yeah. What we could also do is we could just wait, and I can give you a call if we find a match. Would you prefer to do that? Okay. Well, if you change your mind about any of these gentlemen, just feel free to give me a call. And here's my number. Wonderful. And in the meantime, I'll keep looking for a match for you. And now that you're in our database, other people will be pulling you up as a match for eligible bachelors. So, all right. Well, it was lovely meeting you. And yeah, please do stop in if you're in the neighborhood again. Okay? Wonderful. It was wonderful meeting you, Miss White, and I'll be seeing you again soon.